Hi everybody, my name is Brian Amato. I am the Virtual Experience Manager here in Polycom in New York City. Today we're going to talk to you about the RealPresence Centro. Before we show you the actual Centro product itself, I want you to take a look around and look at the experience. Look at the seating arrangements of Centro. This is the first time ever that we're talking about changing the way you experience a video conference, how you start your business, how you start your day. You can see some couches, you see some soft-sided seating. This could very well be tables, it could be very well be beanbag chairs, whatever you want it to be. It's about creating the experience for you. So this is Centro here that sits on the floor. Let me kind of show you some features regarding Centro, the physical features of Centro, and then we're going to actually connect from the unit itself so you can actually experience it live. First and foremost is the camera head. The camera itself comes up out of the middle of the Centro, and there's actually 5 HD cameras that are built in. These cameras are going to provide a 360-degree view of the room, of your conference room, of your manufacturing floor, of the classroom, of the boardroom. You'll notice there's a blue light. As I'm talking, you probably notice a little light that's actually turning and following me. This little light will actually turn green when it's in a call to let you know when you're in the room if you're actually on camera or not. Next, let's talk about the screens. We have 4 27-inch touchscreen displays. Up at the top here, you have 3 microphones on top of each screen, so a total of 12 mics. Your touchscreen, since it is running off of a Group Series user interface, you can actually have the ability to add your calendar, speed dials, etc. to make it all interactive, and including your be able to kind of control the call from the touchscreen itself. Down below, you have a couple things. Obviously you have speakers on all 4 sides. You have a little input slot that is used for USB to charge your device, and you see that glowing blue light at the bottom. That lets us know that the system is it's not in a call. It's actually in standby mode. When we place this into a call, what's going to happen is that blue light is going to turn green. Camera is going to light up and actually capture everybody in the room. So let's go ahead and show you what that looks like. And I'm going to do that by actually pressing on the touch screen. All right, so I have my speed dials. I'll again press the button, and we're going to dial out, and now we're going to connect into the actual meeting.
Welcome to Unified Conferencing.
Okay, so now we are connected to the RealPresence Centro. And the first thing you're going to notice is the awesome audio quality. Again, remember, we're talking through 12 microphones. So your Centro is all in one. You have the 5 cameras picking up the panoramic view of the whole conference room. 12 microphones, it's going to pick up every audio in the room as well. And then your speakers down below. So as I'm talking to you, as you can tell, the camera is focused in on me. It's actually zoomed in a little bit on me. But above my head is the panoramic view. But again, Centro is different. Again, it's about that experience. What happens if I want to stand up and walk around the room? You're going to notice that because of some production values built into Centro, the camera's going to automatically readjust, refocus, reframe based on where the speaker is speaking from. Either sitting down on a couch, right? Or maybe if he or she stands up, you saw the camera automatically jump back to include me full in the screen. But that's not all, right? So people don't usually stand in one spot and talk. They like to walk around. So what I'm going to do is actually walk around. So as you can tell, I'm just kind of walking around the Centro room. And you notice the camera's going to automatically just kind of readjust based on where that active speaker is. And it doesn't matter if I'm standing in between the screens. I could be sitting down on the couch. But as soon as I stand still, what's going to happen is that panoramic view that you saw up at the top is actually going to appear on the bottom. All right, so let me kind of go over here and stand a little bit. And there's that panoramic view we were just talking about. So now you're seeing everybody in the room again. If I sit down because maybe I'm a different speaker, that panoramic view will actually disappear. And obviously it's going to take a couple seconds for it to realize. But it's, again, everything is built in. It's hands-off technology. You're not worrying about where the camera's pointing or where the microphones are in the room. I could go to that whiteboard and say, hey, you know what? This is a great idea. I want to get this down on the whiteboard. I'm going to dictate. I'm going to write down exactly what's going on. We're going to take our notes. Okay? So maybe somebody on the other side of the room, might be, 15 feet back from the actual system itself. And they're like, hey, you know what? I have a great question. That was a great idea, Brian. I think that's perfect. This is what Centro is about. Being able to get the point across without worrying about where the camera is. Because of the camera placement in the room, that camera that comes up out of the middle, because it provides that 360 view, I can be talking to somebody in the far end. I can be talking to somebody in the conference room here. Everybody's engaged. As a presenter, I know that my team is literally 4 feet away from me on the screens because I can see them because that's how close I am to them. If I am a viewer and I'm watching my CEO, I don't want to be the CEO, maybe the CFO. No, I don't want to be the CFO either. We'll do CTO. Maybe I'm the CTO of the company and I need to give my speech, right? Now I am literally 4 feet from my employees because that's how close I am. Now you're watching me on your tablet, watch me on your own system, and now I'm up close and personal too. You can see me. Let's talk about content sharing. Okay, so since this is based on the group series, you're able to share content. All you have to do is touch that screen, and it's going to bring up your controls at the bottom. I'm going to touch content. I'm going to touch visual board. All right, so now we're actually sharing content. And because it's based on the group series, it has all your built-in features like the group series. Visual board is one of them. Visual board gives you your primary colors, right? Your red, blue, green, your yellow, your white, and black boards to be able to annotate with your finger, or even a stylus if you wanted to. Or if you had a PowerPoint presentation, Excel document, some photos you need to annotate on top of, you can very easily bring up a photograph and able to annotate on top of that. So these slides I have here are basically showing Centro in different lights. And it's funny, you know, I've been doing this for about 23 years, and we're not even talking about Centro anymore. We're actually talking about the experience of Centro. Here we're sitting around in a circle, right? So we have all the board members in a circle, in a square table, talking to the CEO of the company, okay? They're all looking at each other. This slide shows you a standard U-shape where you have maybe a board member talking to somebody on this side, but because of the camera placement here, everybody's seeing full screen of the person that's speaking. The one slide that I like, let me get to that slide. It's my favorite slide, is this one. I call this the mixed use or the multi-purpose room, where you have 3 people sitting at a classroom style table, right? With their laptops open, their documents, their spreadsheets out on the table. Then you have your maybe your executives or your focus group on those blue chairs looking at the person presenting that's standing up on the wall there. And then you have your Centro that's sitting there with, foreign participants that are either, watching the conference or what's going on. So again, it doesn't matter if you're coming in over the telephone, if you're coming in, over a video, everybody's gonna be able to participate and actually see and be seen. Like I said, we're not talking about the Centro itself per se, we're talking about the experience, right? If you want to have a table in your conference room, you can. You want to have beanbag chairs, you can. You want to have hospital beds, you can do that as well. Get rid of all the tables and chairs, and you can have hospital beds or wheelchairs if you need to for medical. Everything is possible. I call these the bass fishing seats, right? You have them on the front of the boat when you go on fishing. So anything's possible. The one thing I love about Centro, one thing I did not talk about, is that it's actually on wheels. So underneath here, the green light lets you know it's in a call. There's actually 4 wheels. You can actually move Centro around in the room if you wanted to. All you need is power and land, and you're ready to go. So now you're creating the environment around Centro instead of creating the environment around your standard room-based systems like you have been in the past. And again, that is Centro. Any more questions? If you want to see a live demonstration, please visit polycom.com. Reach out to your account manager. Guys, thanks again.